You're watching Flight Deck Files, where every second in the sky tells a story.
This Enter-Air Boeing 737 lands hard. So hard, in fact, the engine pod may have struck the runway. The force of impact is a reminder of how tricky some approaches can be. The pilot of this Fuga CM-175 Zephyr fighter aircraft nearly made a catastrophic mistake, forgetting to deploy the landing gear. As the aircraft was just about to touch the runway, he realized it and quickly initiated a go-around, narrowly avoiding a gear-up landing. Watch as this Silkway West Boeing 747-400 freighter performs what pilots call a greaser. A perfectly smooth landing where the wheels kiss the runway so gently you almost don't notice. The pilot of this PZL-104 Wilga uses smoke trails to reveal a hidden force in aviation, wake turbulence. That's the swirling air left behind by an aircraft, and it can be dangerous for anything flying through it. This Turkish Air Force F-4 Phantom gets dangerously close to disaster. The pilot descends too low on approach, but manages to pull up just in time, barely clearing the ground. A Wizz Air Airbus A321neo slams into the runway with a hard landing. External footage captures the impact, while a passenger's recording from inside shows just how violent it felt. These Thunderbird's F-16 fighter jets come shockingly close to colliding during a high-speed formation low pass. Just a few feet apart, one small misjudgment could have changed everything. The KLM Boeing 777-300ER you see here is battling strong crosswinds. To stay lined up with the runway, the pilot has to angle the nose into the wind, a technique called crabbing, and applies noticeable correction with the ailerons just before touchdown.
Oh! That was a tippy-toey one. That was a tippy-toey one.
Watch as this TUI Boeing 737-800 drifts far off the center line on landing. The approach becomes so unstable that the pilot makes the smart call, executing a go-around to try again. Turn up your volume for this one. Here's the satisfying sound of a Delta Airbus A350-900 throttling back its engines on a crisp winter day. Music to an AV geek's ears. This Emirates Airbus A380 aborts takeoff after a helicopter is spotted approaching the airspace. Safety first. No risks taken with the world's largest passenger jet. This Air Transat Airbus A330-200 lands while fighting heavy crosswinds, coming in at a visible crab angle, where the plane's nose is turned into the wind to maintain a straight path down the runway. This Air Canada Boeing 777-300ER struggles during landing in powerful crosswinds. Watch how the pilot uses large roll inputs, meaning the wings are banked back and forth to keep the jet stable on final approach.
931, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Land 24 left, Air Canada 931. Tower Canada 062 on deck.
This Iceland Air Boeing 767 comes down hard on landing. So hard that it damages the landing gear, leading to the cancellation of the return flight for safety inspections. This KLM Boeing 777-300ER has a rough start to its flight after a bird strike triggers a series of engine compressor stalls. That's when airflow through the engine gets disrupted, causing loud bangs and even flames as the engine momentarily loses thrust. Watch as this U.S. Air Force KC-135 Stratotanker bursts a left main landing gear tire during rollout. The sudden blowout sends bits of rubber flying, but the pilot keeps the aircraft steady as it slows to a stop. This British Airways Boeing 777-300ER hits the runway hard after briefly losing control. You can see the jet drop with force before the pilots quickly regain command and execute a go-around. Here, a Delta Boeing 737-800 maneuvers around active thunderstorm cells while cruising at altitude. Pilots study radar carefully to dodge these towering clouds because inside, violent winds and turbulence can shake even a big jet like this one. In this clip, an Airbus A321 collapses unexpectedly while being scrapped. The old airframe gives way under its own weight, but luckily, no one is hurt during the demolition mishap. Thanks for flying with us today. If you enjoyed this journey through the skies, give us a like, share it with a fellow aviation buff, and hit that subscribe button for new videos every week. There's more turbulence, triumph, and tales in the skies ahead. So click one of the videos on your screen now and keep flying with Flight Deck Files.